Hi everyone, welcome back. I don't know if you're like me, but I want to get some things done in the kitchen, and it just seems like when it's a mess, I can't get anything done. So I spent the morning just cleaning and getting dishes washed so that I can feel like I can breathe and get some things done here in the kitchen this afternoon. So today I've got a few things going. I had some chicken broth, bone broth going in the crock pot. So I'm gonna strain that. I probably should have unplugged it a little bit sooner so I don't have to do it hot, but we can do it hot. Just giving myself more dishes to wash, right? So I'm gonna strain this broth. If you haven't made bone broth before, it's one of those things that once you start, you'll just never go back because it is so simple. We just use the leftover bones from our chicken, add enough water to cover it, any spices or veggies we might want to add. This one, in fact, I don't think I added any spices or veggies. And then you just let it cook. Cook on low, cook. And then you get this beautiful bone broth. I cooked my chicken with avocado oil on it, so it does have a little bit, what looks like more fat on it, but I know there's avocado oil in it, so that's part of it, but that's fine. Oh, maybe I'll leave these uncovered for a bit. So today, after I finish cleaning off this counter, this is the last thing on my counter, I'm gonna start some supper. Now it's just the afternoon. Usually I don't start, it's just right after lunch, so usually I don't start supper until usually when the kids get home from school. That seems to be a good time. I'm helping with homework, so I can be in the kitchen, help them, and still get some things ready for supper. But we've got a busy afternoon and early evening planned, so instead I'm going to start supper now and then have it all ready so that when we get home right before we want to eat, I can just quick put it together. So I was going through my freezers after doing that food challenge and kind of a pantry challenge. You really get to see what you have that needs to be used up, and I still have things that I want to get used up that are in the freezer and have been there for a while. So today we're going to be making spaghetti. I don't actually have a lot of ground meat, so I did pull out a 1.5 pound package of ground pork, and we'll use some sauce from the root cellar. But I wanted to make spaghetti because there is so much bread in that freezer, and it's just frozen buns. And the one thing they are really great for is, garlic bread. And garlic bread and spaghetti. So I'm gonna get some pasta going here, and you know me, I can't just do one batch. So I'm going to do, we'll see how many eggs I have. So I'm hoping for a 4 batch, but I might not have enough eggs for that. Our family tends to eat about a batch and a half worth in a meal. So ideally it'd be great if I could get at least 3 batches done, so then I have enough for 2 meals. And it'd be nice to do the spaghetti noodles for supper tonight, but then maybe some fettuccine noodles so that I can make maybe a chicken noodle soup with that broth later this week. I'm not going to share with you my full recipe. If you want it, it's in the description because I know I've done it many times before. So just real quick, every batch of pasta that I make is 4 egg yolks and 1 whole egg. So you'll need 5 eggs per batch. So I think I'm going to do 3 batches because that batch and a half is about the perfect amount for our family. So it's a meal for now, a meal for later. Then it is 2 cups of flour per batch. And then I'm going to use ice water just till I like the texture. And typically I add a tablespoon or 2 of salt per batch, but I'm finding that I keep forgetting I added salt to my pasta and naturally just salt my water. So I'm not going to add any salt today, and I'm just going to see how that goes, especially since one of these will be for spaghetti, so I'll boil the noodles, and then the other one will be for soup. So in that case, I will be cooking it in my already soup flavor. So here, let's set these out before I forget how many I'm using. So we need 4 egg yolks per batch, 1 whole egg, and I'm going to make 3 batches. These will be all my egg yolks. 4, 8, 12, and 3 whole eggs. I'm gonna save those 3 whole eggs because you never know when you might accidentally put a whole egg in and not mean to. Just tossing these today in the interest of time. But I am saving my egg whites. And I'll just throw those in scrambled eggs or something like that. If I don't keep getting shells in there, I guess. All right, so the day is just getting away from me and I had to do some stuff tonight. So Matt actually made up, whoops, not tight, sorry. Matt actually made up some spaghetti sauce and it's got the oven on for that garlic bread. I am going to get our pasta cooking. I made the spaghetti noodles quick before I left, but the other noodles are just once through the pasta maker. I need to make them thinner and then I need to cut them. So I am going to get the spaghetti cooking and then hopefully I can finish this pasta quick. So Matt said he made the sauce with some of our pizza tomato sauce, pretty versatile, and some of our pork, but then he also knew he had a while to make it before I would get home. So he used some of our tomato soup, which was a basil tomato soup. So good. So I'm gonna salt this water since we didn't salt our pasta, and they say it should taste like salt water. I could hear this behind me, so I've got pretty good timing. It's not quite boiling yet. We're at a pretty good simmer. So I'm gonna see if I can clean things up a little bit and then we'll get the spaghetti in. Here's where I've been keeping it here. It was under a towel, just so it didn't dry out. Then I was thinking about it and I was like, why? Why am I trying to keep it from drying out? I don't know. All right, we're full blown boiling already. So because this kind of got stuck together a little bit, I didn't throw it in right away. Didn't use as much flour as I normally do when I'm letting something sit for a while. So I think I'm going to do it in smaller batches. We'll see how it goes. Why am I not using my pasta pot? You guys, I bet it won't fit in here either. Things I forget. I haven't made pasta in a while, apparently. I don't know how long that's going to take, but at least get it started. Yeah, if I was using my pasta pot, I could have done it all at once and not been such a big deal. So I've got the last batch of pasta in here. They did take about 6 minutes, maybe a little under each. And Matt took that bread from the freezer, put some butter on it and some garlic salt, and we're gonna have garlic toast with it. So we're having spaghetti and garlic toast, and that's it. I didn't even make a vegetable, and it's getting so late, so we are just ready to eat. Very excited, right guys?
Yeah!
Hold on, let's try that again. Very excited, right guys?
Yes!
Oh, here's one more. You're excited for supper, right? Yeah, everybody's getting their jammies on. I'm like, after supper, it's gonna be time to read and go to bed. That's all right, though. All right, let's pull this last batch of pasta out. All right, hey you, Evan, did you lock the door behind you when you let her in?
Yeah.
Okay. Watch out.
Wait, no.
Come with the hot pan.
I just want half of it.
So supper was a hit. There's a little bit of sauce left and a little bit of garlic bread, and then I packed just the end of the noodles in the kids' lunches for tomorrow. So they're gonna have spaghetti tomorrow. And my house is a mess again, so I'm gonna clean it up and then I'm gonna head to bed. So hope you enjoyed this video and glad you got to see me again. Bye.